Every year, around 2 billion kilograms of wool are produced worldwide. To reach this enormous volume, more than 400 million sheep are shorn annually. But have you ever wondered how the fleece from a sheep is transformed into one of the most valued and beloved fabrics on the planet? In today's video, we're going to visit some of the world's largest wool producers to see every step of the journey up close, from shearing the sheep to manufacturing the yarns and fabrics that end up in stores around the globe. Wool is one of the most widely used natural fibers in the world. Because it is soft, durable, and capable of protecting against both cold and heat, wool is highly valued and used to manufacture clothing, blankets, carpets, and countless other everyday products used by millions of people. The relationship between humans and wool dates back thousands of years. Historians believe sheep began to be domesticated around 10,000 years ago, making wool one of the earliest textile fibers ever used by humanity. Over the centuries, wool production helped drive the development of cities, trade routes, and entire industries. As sheep farming expanded in countries such as Australia and New Zealand, wool began to be produced on an increasingly larger scale, eventually becoming one of the most important raw materials in the global textile industry. Today, billions of kilograms of this fiber are processed every year. Before reaching spinning and weaving factories, everything begins on sheep farms. This is where one of the most important stages of the entire production chain takes place: shearing. In the past, sheep were shorn manually using large, specialized scissors. Today, workers use modern electric shearing machines specifically designed to remove the wool quickly, efficiently, and safely for both the operators and the animals. On large farms, shearing is usually performed by highly trained teams. It requires skill and experience to complete the job quickly without harming the sheep. Once all the wool has been removed, the sheep's body triggers a physiological response, increasing heat production and causing the animal to consume more food. This helps compensate for the loss of its natural insulating layer. However, the freshly removed fleece still has a long journey ahead before becoming the wool products we recognize. Shearing is performed once a year during the warmest months, usually in spring or early summer. Because the process can be stressful for the animals, workers follow strict animal welfare protocols designed to minimize discomfort and ensure the sheep's safety throughout the procedure. The most experienced shearers can shear up to 200 sheep during a single work shift. On some farms, they use a padded harness suspended from the ceiling, allowing them to remain in a semi-bent position throughout the day, reducing physical strain. They begin by removing the wool from the belly, where the fleece is generally coarser, then continue removing the rest of the fleece in one continuous piece whenever possible. The world record for shearing a single sheep is just 37.9 seconds. However, under normal conditions, top professionals usually complete the job in less than 2 minutes per animal. The shearing machine features a comb fitted with an extremely sharp, moving blade. At first glance, it resembles a regular hair clipper. The difference is that while standard clippers contain small built-in motors, professional sheep shears are powered by much larger electric motors connected through a flexible drive system, making the handheld unit lighter and more comfortable to operate. Working at speeds of up to 18 sheep per hour quickly dulls the blades. For this reason, shearers carry portable sharpening equipment and regularly maintain their blades throughout the day. Regardless of speed, every movement must be made with great care. The objective is to remove the wool as close to the skin as possible without injuring the sheep, producing a single, intact fleece. Depending on the breed and characteristics of the animal, each fleece can yield anywhere from 2 to more than 10 kilograms of raw wool in a single shearing. Besides the fibers themselves, the fleece also contains a natural oily protective coating rich in lanolin, also known as wool grease. As soon as shearing is completed, wool handlers take over. Their job is to collect the fleece and prepare it for the next stages of processing. Freshly shorn wool contains dead skin, broken fibers, dirt, and various other impurities. Workers spread the fleece across specially designed sorting tables with gaps between the slats, allowing much of the loose debris to fall through to the floor. The outer edges of the fleece usually contain the dirtiest and lowest quality fibers, so these sections are trimmed away before further processing. The wool is then graded according to its characteristics. The most important factor determining quality is fiber fineness. Finer, softer fibers are considered premium quality and are typically used to manufacture high-end clothing and luxury fabrics. Coarser fibers are generally reserved for more rugged or industrial applications, such as carpet production. The next stage is washing. Even after grading, the wool still contains dust, soil, dried sweat, plant material, and a large amount of lanolin, the natural wax secreted by the sheep's skin. To remove these contaminants, the wool passes through a series of tanks filled with warm water and specialized cleaning solutions. Depending on the desired quality, the material may then undergo combing. During this stage, specialized combs remove the shorter fibers while further aligning the longer ones, creating an even more uniform raw material suitable for producing premium quality yarn. The combed wool then proceeds to spinning. The goal is now to transform the fibers into yarn. To achieve this, the material is stretched and subjected to a continuous twisting process. Generally, the greater the twist, the stronger the finished yarn becomes. Once the yarn leaves the spinning machines, it already possesses the required thickness and characteristics for its intended application. It is then wound onto large spools, each containing a long, continuous strand ready for the next stage. The next destination is the weaving department. This is where yarn is transformed into fabric. Automated looms interlace two sets of yarns, the warp, positioned vertically, and the weft, which passes horizontally across the entire structure. The combination of these two sets determines the final fabric's appearance, strength, and texture. After weaving, the fabric may undergo additional finishing processes, quality inspections, and garment manufacturing. The final result includes clothing, blankets, carpets, and countless other products that reach the homes of millions of people around the world every day. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a like and share it with your friends. Leave a comment telling us where you're watching from and what you thought of the video. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you'll always be informed whenever we publish new content. Thank you for staying with me until the end.